Box kick is bouncing around and Abby Dow snaffles it up. Abby Dow! Oh, you're not going to stop her from there. So simple when you have all that pace.
Hi everyone, we are back for another episode of the Women's Rugby Show to bring you guys more action from the Premier 15s. Thank you so much for joining us today and for pressing that play button. I'm Kirsty Schultz.
And I'm Georgina Wirehead for my first episode of the Women's Rugby Show.
It's so good to have you here today. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited.
I've actually got a question for you.
Go for it.
Okay, so which team scored a total of 10 tries in their first 2 games and sit above last year's semi-finalist Loughborough Lightning?
Well, I'm guessing as we're at their home ground in Twyford Avenue, it must be Wasps Ladies.
Not quite actually, it's actually their opponents today, DMP Sharks.
Okay, well, as it's my first episode, there's going to be a lot of tries and there's definitely going to be a lot of action, so I can't wait.
Let's get to it. Okay, so this is the part where we take one team each and give you 3 things that you should keep an eye out before the game starts. So I am going to start with Wasps. Now the home team are all about consistency, and that means that the team are able to gel a lot quicker. However, today Wasps has made 5 changes to their starting lineup, so we might see a little bit more of a disjointed team.
Okay, so now my time to give my 3 facts about DMP Sharks. This season, Sharks has signed more than any other Premier 15 team, which is unbelievable. They've actually signed 15 new players, and they've also brought so many down from Scotland.
Okay, and point number 2, expect there to be quite a battle in the packs today, as there's quite a discrepancy between international experience and relatively inexperience. So Wasps are going to be quite strong in the back row, as they've got England Women's 6 Nations Grand Slam winner Harriet Miller-Mills. She'll be quite impressive for them today. And Sharks are going to be quite strong in the front row, as they've got the likes of international Heather Kerr and also Laura Delgado.
I actually disagree with you here. I feel like this is going to be such a main battle, very far out wide. I mean, the winger last week, Iggy Okoku, scored a hat-trick against Furwood. But then again, she is amazing. But Abby Dow from Wasps, she scored last week as well. So seeing those 2 battle against each other will just be electric. So who's going to have more action? Who's going to be more victorious? I don't know, but it's going to be exciting.
Okay, and last but not least, Wasps Ladies won 34-12 in this fixture last season. However, it is a brand new season, and they have already lost 1 out of 2 of their games so far, which was against Gloucester last weekend. On the contrary, they have got a really good record against teams lower down in the table than them. So I think today's match could be really interesting.
So my third and final fact about DMP Sharks. Last season, their highest score was 27 points, where last week they scored 46 points, which just shows you the squad is doing miraculously changes. So we're hoping this season they're not going to be in the bottom 4.
Okay, so Georgina, who do you think is going to win today?
Oh gosh, I don't know, but maybe Wasps, but I think it's going to be very tight.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a really tight game. I actually can't call this one. But let's go and see what some of the fans think. Okay, so I'm joined by DMP Sharks fan Lorna here today. Thank you so much for joining me. Are you excited for this game?
Really looking forward to it. There's lots of good things happening in the women's game, so we're really excited to be here.
Is there anyone in particular that you've got a close eye on today?
Taya Ashworth, who's playing for DMP, she's my daughter, so obviously I'm there rooting her on, but obviously supporting the whole team.
Bit of a difficult season for DMP Sharks last season. How do you think they will fare this season?
Well, just been watching the people who they've been signing, and I think they have a lot of young, exciting talent coming into the squad, so I think they're a better place this year. It'll be exciting to see how they fare against the stronger teams, so looking forward to the season ahead, yeah.
Is there any new signing in particular that you think will really benefit the team?
Well, I just think they've brought in Lauren Fisher, although she's injured at the moment. She's on the mend, and when she's healed up, she'll be ready to go. Taya has really come on with her game, so I'm hoping she's going to bring a lot to the squad. There's lots of new signings from Scotland, and of course those girls are not here today. They're down playing in South Africa, I believe. So there's a lot of potential in the squad.
Amazing. Well, I hope your daughter does well today.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined by Dave, who is a Wasps fan. So are you excited for this game?
I really am. It's the first time I've watched Wasps this season at home, so I'm looking forward to seeing it, yeah.
And obviously last season they came 4th in the season. Do you think they'll have a better season this year?
Well, there's tough competition at the top. The 2 top teams are very, very strong. But I'm disappointed if they don't finish in the top 4th. And yeah, obviously looking to improve on that, hopefully get 3rd.
And is there anyone here today that you've got a close eye on who you think will do particularly well?
Not really. I'm more interested in how the team plays as a whole and how they work in unison when they're in the scrum or in the line out and so on. More interested in that rather than individual players.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Giselle Mather has made 5 squad changes to the Wasps side, who narrowly lost 22-19 against Gloucester Hartbury last week. There are no big names like Kalina Maloney, Delena Dennison or Lizzie Goulden for the home side. That means that in the front row, Hannah West moves to hooker, with Mika Evans pulling on a starting jersey at prop. Alex Powell starts at 4, with Nora Boltrevite coming back into the side. In the backs, Hannah Edwards comes in to start at 10, with a switch up in that back 3 as Abby Dowell and Katie Mason swap places to play wing and fullback respectively. Spanish international Maria Ajes is set to make her first appearance for the club as she starts on the bench. After the handsome 46-26 win over Twyford Waterloo Ladies last time out, there's no surprise that Sharks would want to keep as much of the same lineup as possible. However, there is a shuffle with a new signing. Tia Ashworth from Harlequins Women makes her first start, partnering Tamara Taylor in the second row. There's no Lois Brown either, so Taylor's usual second row colleague Trudy Cowan slots in at 8. Lindsay Taylor moves from 13 to scrum half to replace last week's number 9, Georgie Roberts. And versatile captain Kenny Thomas comes back into the team to take the reins at fly half. And there's real excitement about the backs as Martha Kimona starts at 13, and watch out for the left wing, Iggy Okoku, who is fresh from a hat-trick last week. Knight, again just using those forwards to power into that DMP Sharks defensive line. And again into that heavy traffic. There's numbers on the right hand side though, and Knight has seen them. Roland, Katie Mason, cuts back inside, Katie Mason. First try for Wasps. So good to see her back on the field, Harriet Miller-Mills, after such a long injury layoff. The England international packing down at number 8, asking for a surge here from the 7 forwards in front of her. Miller-Mills gets the call from Knight. Miller-Mills down the blind side. Great score from Harriet Miller-Mills. Hannah Edwards right from the touchline. Oh, it's good. Sharks now with a bit between their teeth. Carmona from the pass from Heather Kerr. Carmona. Oh, she's pinning her ears back. She needs support now. It's Heather Kerr. Blacklock to make it the full 7 points. She does just that. Craig makes a huge dent in that Sharks defensive line. Edwards, Malloy, Claire Malloy. It's as easy as that for the Ireland international. Edwards picks up the tee, races off because the conversion is good. Box kick is bouncing around and Abby Dowell snaffles it up. Abby Dowell! Oh, you're not going to stop her from there. So simple when you have all that pace. A rather loose kick to this Wasp back 3 and Mason feeds Dowell. 1 try on the board already. Abby Dowell to Roland. Alder. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, it's sensational for Wasp. Abby Dowell will finish. But what beautiful interplay from the Wasps backline. They've refused to give up this afternoon. Darlington Moden Park Sharks. Again, another surge. Taylor is there. Tamara Taylor now. Little offload. Heather Kerr. Blacklock with a conversion. Final score then, Wasps 29, DMP Sharks 14.
Okay, well, last game 46, this game not as much. How are you feeling from this game?
Pretty battered and bruised. A lot of us put our bodies on the line, which is what we really want to see. We're doing a lot of contact stuff and training, so just trying to get to the point where we're kind of battering teams and trying to get across the try line.
And how was it playing against Wasps today? How did you feel like they were more in advantage than you guys?
Well, it's always a really tough game when we play Wasps. For some reason it feels like a bit of a local derby. They know they want to run down the middle, we know they want to run down the middle. Yes, it's always a really difficult game playing against them, and we know they've got some good firepower, so just trying to negate that a bit.
And who do you feel today? Well, you were just outstanding, but how do you feel playing against, who was the most person that you were like, oh God, she's coming towards me?
I always feel that with Claire Purdy, or Claire Cripps now is her name. Well, congratulations. I always feel that when she's running at me. Harriet Miller-Mills, obviously, it's so fantastic to see her back playing. She's always one to watch when she's just trotting across you and you, oh, you've gone, bye. Yeah, so she's always one that we're looking out to try and stop.
And you've got so many new players, as I was just talking to Beth about. How do you feel like they've emerged in the group so far?
I think we've had a kind of a completely overhaul this season, so it's not like we have old and new players, everyone's just a player now, which I think is really nice because we can just build a foundation from kind of point zero. So we've come into pre-season, we've changed pretty much everything, new coaching staff, Tam, and we've just gone from point zero to now, so it's not like we've got old players, new players that we have to integrate. It's just come together as it's going to be a bit of a cliche, bit of a family.
No, it's so lovely. And what were your insights today when you were coming onto the pitch? Was there anything that you all had, like a game plan?
Our game plan was just to kind of play a bit with the ball. We have a bit of a tradition of maybe not looking after the ball sometimes in the contact, so we were just saying just keep the ball, run forward and the rest will come. So we've been working a lot on our shape and trying to just get from the training pitch into what we're doing now.
Well, you did that and you played an amazing game, so well done.
Cheers.
Harriet, congratulations. You got the win here today. How was it to bounce back after last week's defeat?
Really good. We had a tough week in training with Giselle and just great. DMP were awesome and really took it to us, and I think we were defending most of the second half. We just kept to our structure and it was nice to get the win.
What message did Giselle have before the game today?
Direct comms, basically go out there, run hard, hit hard and get in structure essentially. Basically win. Win was the word too.
And you did that. Yeah. What are the realistic targets for this season and do you think those are achievable?
So we're just taking it game by game. Obviously we're aiming for playoffs, but we want to win every single game that we play. So so basically playoffs, but anything bigger than that will be great.
Top four finish last season. Bristol and Gloucester have strengthened quite a bit over the summer. Do you think Wasps have made enough signings over the summer to get another top four finish this season?
We've made quite a few signings, but I think it's almost what we've been doing in-house as well. Our level of training and intensity has increased no end, and we're just constantly being pushed. I think even if you look at the end of last season to the start of the training now, every single player has improved and had specific targets they've had to get. And I think as a squad we've improved and we've made great signings that have added to that.
Was there anyone in particular who impressed you out there, whether that's Wasps or Sharks?
Eddie, our 10, Hannah Edwards at 10, she literally controlled the game and that was what we needed after bounce back from last week. Eddie literally brought us into the game and kept us really composed.
Well, actually, Harriet, you've won the Women's Rugby Show and Ruggett RFC Player of the Match. So I'd like to award you with this so you can match with me.
Thanks. I've never won a jumper before. Is that really sad?
It looks nice on you.
What an unbelievable first episode for me.
tries, action. It was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Some fantastic tries out there today, but it was Wasps who got the win, so congratulations to them. 29-14 was the full-time score. That's it. That's a wrap for another episode of the Women's Rugby Show. Thank you to everyone who has watched, but before you go, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Women's Rugby Show YouTube channel, follow us across all social media platforms, but most importantly, please keep spreading the word about the Women's Rugby Show and the women's game.
And also these amazing jumpers that we have on, Ruggett RFC, the link's down below, and make sure you go and check them out on all our social pages as well. They're absolutely amazing.
Until next time, bye.